Rhetorical strategies. Basically, these are strategies or techniques people use in order to write an argument, in order to clearly communicate something. And this unit you need to finish before you actually start writing the first draft of your health proposal paper. So I'm going to kind of go over a few things in it. I don't have you write a paper, but what we're going to do is you're going to have discussions that talk about each one of the modules inside this unit. So I'm going to show you a few things. The modules you're going to be doing will be audience, definitions, claims, support, and warrants, and Aristotle and Tolman. So these are going to be your 3 modules, and I'm going to have you actually analyze an argument looking at each of these different components. So audience, definition, claims, support, warrants, and Aristotle and Tolman. And inside audience, we also talk about purpose. So what you're going to do, so this way we can apply it. So you're going to look at these different strategies, these different components to your writing, and especially to an argument when you get into claim, support, warrants, and you look at Aristotle and Tolman, especially Aristotle. So instead of just giving you the information and then saying, go write a paper, what I'm going to have you do is you're going to do the lesson on audience, and then you are going to look at this argument. I'm going to open it in a second, and you're going to try to find the audience in, like, who is the audience for this particular argument, and how does the author tailor things specifically to her audience. So let me give you an example. Here is underneath argument to analyze. You've got 2 things here. You cannot see this one yet. This is Analyzing Friedman's Argument Video Playlist. That is what you'll get at the end. So what that is a video, a screen recording of me going through and analyzing all the components inside of Friedman's argument. Basically, it's the answers to what you're going to be doing, but I'm going to give it to you all at once. Here is the actual argument that you're going to be analyzing. It's a PDF, and if you look, you can see where it's been published. I mean, this is the actual stuff, page numbers, everything. So here is the argument. It's called Payment for Living Organ Donation Should Be Legalized, written by Amy L. Friedman. And you are going to be using this with each of the components that we're looking at in the modules. So you're going to read this once. You're going to, at least this is how probably I would assume you guys would do this. You're going to read the article. You're going to do the audience lesson. And then you're going to come back to the article and try to figure out who her audience is and how she's tailoring her writing to her audience. There will be a specific discussion. I'll have discussion questions for you to answer about audience pertaining to this particular article. Then you'll do the same for definitions, claims, support, and warrants, and Aristotle and Tolman. I'll have specific questions that I want you to answer about these writing strategies, these rhetorical strategies, in regards to Amy L. Friedman's argument. So bit by bit, you're going to be analyzing her argument, but you're just going to be looking at a few components at a time. In one of my other courses, I actually have them write a full academic paper analyzing this, but you don't really need to do that. All you really need to do is be able to, in those discussions, look at those components and have a discussion about them, and then watch the video in the end. Once all the discussions are finished, then I'll release the video, and you can, that's basically like if you were in class with me, I would have a day where I would go over the entire article, the entire argument, and we'd be pulling out all the different strategies so you could see how they work. So instead, I have a screen recording for you. So that's the rhetorical strategies unit. And so you need to get that finished before you start writing your first draft of your big paper, because you are going to be using some of these components. Your paper is a claim of policy, and here under definitions, claims, support, and warrants, there's going to be information in here about what a claim of policy is. You're going to be making sure that you're appealing to your audience logically. You're appealing to your audience's values and beliefs. And these are part of Aristotle, where he talks about ethos, logos, and pathos. And so all of these pieces need to be part of your writing. So first you're going to analyze someone else doing it. That way it's easier for you to understand it, and then you're going to apply it to your own writing. So just a brief description of what this unit is all about. And the due dates will be on the activity tracker as well as on the drop boxes. What's going to be due for this will be discussions, and then I'll have you watch the final video, and then there'll be a discussion after you watch the final video as well. As always, if you have any questions, just let me know.